Welcome to the What Type of Food Processing Facility is Right for You series. Prepared and presented by Manitoba Agriculture's Value Added Branch. There are 6 short videos in this series featuring food processors and service providers. These videos are aimed at helping food processors understand the options and variables involved in choosing a food processing facility.
My name is Chad Bondarchuk. I'm with the Austin Community Hall, Austin, Manitoba, and we're located on 44 2nd Avenue, Austin, Manitoba. We chose the Globe 30-quart stand mixer for its because of its capacity and also because of the pizza option. We weren't 100% confident what we'd be needing that machine for, so I didn't want to underpower the mixer. And it just works flawlessly here. It works very well. It's a Globe, and we've never had a stitch of problems with it. It comes with numerous attachments we can put on the front, and we've had a few people bring in their own attachments. We don't provide those because we simply don't know what they want them for. But you can certainly use a sheeter or a grinder on it without any issue. Next, we bought the 10-plate Garland stove with 2 convection ovens, and that has just been an absolute game changer for us. Our capacity to be able to can for farmers markets, if you can imagine doing 48 quarts of pickles in an hour, that's what that range has a capacity to do. And when we look at what our farmers market people were doing before, you're looking at about probably 14 quarts an hour, and we're up to 48 using our machine here. So that's been incredible. The convection ovens, they work flawlessly here, and it has a rough capacity of about 24 or 28 pies every 40 minutes there. The next machine we bought was the Rationale XS, and that was really the game changer. And it's just an incredible machine. It's a combi oven, so that means we're able to use steam, we're able to use convection, we're able to use a mixture or a combination of that. So if we want 40% humidity in that cabinet, we can do that. If we want to steam a dessert, we can do that as well. And we've had some great success with that. We're doing about 12 or 18 pies every 40 minutes with that machine. And our tenants just love that machine. It just works incredibly well. And we just can't speak enough about it. When we were going through the process of how and what we needed here, we did bring in our caterers and the local fundraising groups to determine what we needed and what we didn't. And these were the things that we needed. That's what was determined. Prior to this, we had $1 million hall with 2 kitchen stoves. Now we have $1 million hall with a $100,000 kitchen and its ability to raise about $185,000 a year out of the kitchen, which is just incredible when we have a community of 450 people. Although our numbers have gone down, we were running about 175 rentals a year out of the facility and running about $185,000 in fundraising. During the pandemic, we've been able to continue renting our hall because of the kitchen, and also offer fundraising events simply because of the equipment we have here. We've had around 1,200 people on a weekend here, 240 people for a roast beef supper, 680 people for a pierogi supper, and then we did a meatball supper on top of that. So pretty incredible stuff. And that has just been all because of the community commercial kitchen grant, and I just can't speak enough about that. We worked with Jane Kilgard, and she was just an incredible person to work with. She walked us through the process, and it really worked seamlessly. We worked in collaboration with our municipality and with the Manitoba government to be able to provide this to our community. Were there hiccups? Absolutely. Were they with any other organization than our own? No. It was really the adoption of the equipment because it was all new and change is difficult. The Rationale is a very highly sophisticated machine that has lots of bells and whistles, and that scares a lot of people. And the same with the Garland stove. There's although it's not high tech, there's still a lot of things you have to consider when using it. And that was a big deal as well. The biggest thing we've found with our commercial kitchen now is our ability to do almost anything, especially with the rationale. To be able to steam 75 pounds of vegetables in 20 minutes is pretty incredible. And to work in concert with a stove. So when people are canning here, that 48 quarts, the biggest holdback is the capacity to actually prepare it, have the people here to prepare it. And that's just an incredible thing. So it does drop the number of hands required simply because there's 4 pots there and one person basically operating that the rationale. And you can steam, you can bake, you can do whatever and can with that. That's the one thing we did notice as well was the requirement for volunteers when we're doing a fundraising event here has dropped. What used to take 80 fundraising hours, so using all the people in here, we can drop that sometimes down to 24, simply because we don't have to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning to start doing food prep. We come in, and when we serve a meal here for 240 people, it's about an hour prep, and then full-on cook starts at 2 o'clock, and we start feeding at 4:30. So that's pretty quick. So our food preparation here is just incredibly fast, and that's what we find, and that's the feedback we get from the people who rent this facility now, is our ability and the capabilities of this facility now are really second to none in the area, and that's what we really appreciate. Our community hall here is truly the heart of our community. As I said, we've done 175 functions here a year. We've had obviously 3 functions here a week. And this is our fundraising hub. This is where we raise our money. This is where we're able to give back to our community. And all that money does go back into our community, whether it is our parent advisory group or service groups. All that money here is fundraised and just redistributed back into the community. And then with the farmers market and the people using our commercial kitchen for that as well, it's pretty amazing what we can do. And we're very thankful for the ability to do it, especially now with things, with the way things are now. It's just been incredible. So what this kitchen has done is it's pulled our community together in many ways. Because we're able to have those 170 functions, that means we're crossing paths very often. And because of our commercial kitchen, we're able to have different meals, different times, we can have a steak supper, we can have a meatball supper, we can offer any type of meal in between, and it's a high quality meal. And that's what everyone likes to do. Everyone doesn't mind throwing a 20 down for a meal and sitting down with their neighbor out in the main hall here, or lately doing the takeout supper and just knowing that you're sharing a meal with someone else at the same time is a big deal. And we are just so thankful we're able to do that, especially now. That's one of the things we've heard is it's not about always having the meal here. It's about knowing that we're able to have a meal or that somebody else is having the same meal we are in the community at the same time. And that's a big deal, especially now. What this has allowed us to do is come together as a community and fundraise as a community and be a community. We're a small community with a big heart, and it always shows. We're able to fundraise out of here, and it just feels great when we're able to utilize the equipment here in our kitchen and just make a huge impact to our community and better our community and better the people in our community. And for that, we're truly thankful.